This case starts like a routine plea deal, but quickly spirals into a courtroom. Reality check that this defendant did not see coming. We've got a second-degree felony on the table, serious prison time hanging in the balance, and a judge who isn't buying the story at face value. At first, it sounds like a chance at redemption community supervision. Reduced penalties, but as the details unfold, contradictions start stacking up. Claims of being clean for years, yet drugs found in her possession. That's where things get interesting. And trust me, the judge notices everything. The real question is, was this a second chance? Or just a delay before everything collapses? Stay locked in because this case takes a sharp turn you won't expect.
And are you Ms. Lehman?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your charge of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams? That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? Next, I'm showing you the plea bargaining page. Did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it? Yes, ma'am. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 7 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. State recommends community supervision. And there's $60 restitution to Bear County Criminal Investigation Laboratory for testing. Did you understand that to be the plea bargaining agreement? Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargaining agreement. The state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There'll be a top evaluation and 200 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, I know this isn't my client's first felony, but she has expressed a desire to change and would greatly appreciate the court following the recommendations for community supervision.
All right, Ms. Lehman, who is Emily Mayhew to you?
My ex-daughter-in-law.
Ex-daughter-in-law?
Yes, my ex-daughter-in-law.
When's the last time you seen her?
It's been at least months, about 7, 8 months.
All right, do you have any children?
Before
What are their ages?
36 down to 26.
All right, do you have any grandchildren?
I got 3.
What are their ages?
2 months and 9 months.
Before you were arrested, were you employed?
I clean houses, yes, ma'am.
What's your drug of choice?
Nothing now.
Now,
Oh,
let's be honest, sometimes
it
your
was,
drug of choice is nothing now because you're in custody.
no, I've been clean for 4 years. It was methamphetamine.
Judge, Ms. Lehman has a mother that she has to care for, and I believe that mother is ill.
All right, so how is she clean for 4 years? In this case, it's from 2021. My math is not the best.
She
I
wasn't
wasn't
using
using
the she wasn't using the methamphetamine. She just had it in her care and possession.
Yeah, I wasn't using it. I quit drinking, smoking, everything. I don't do anything
All
anymore.
right,
Just
see, I
work.
don't understand why it's in her possession if she's not using it.
They found it in her purse, but
I wasn't using it.
This right here is where the case starts to crack. The defendant claims she's been clean for 4 years, yet the charge stems from possession of methamphetamine. Now, legally speaking, possession doesn't require proof of use-just control over the substance. And that's exactly what the judge is zeroing in on. If it's in your purse, the court sees it as yours, unless proven otherwise. What makes this moment powerful is the judge's skepticism. She's not just listening, she's analyzing inconsistencies in real time. And let's be honest, that explanation isn't landing clean. So here's the question for you. Do you believe her claim that it wasn't hers? Or does this sound like damage control under pressure?
it's in her care and control, but not hers.
No,
But they couldn't identify whose it was.
So are you in a relationship?
no, ma'am. I got divorced last year.
So where are you planning on staying if
I
you're
live with my mom.
Right, and who lives with your mom?
Just me, my mom, my daughter.
And that's your adult daughter.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that the adult daughter that has children?
No, she don't have any children. My son's do.
Any other questions for me to sign?
No, Your Honor.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. I'm going to sentence you to 7 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 5 years. There's a $1,500 fine that will be probated. $60 restitution for testing. 200 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. The court is not requiring you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be deducted. And for the court, that includes the full regimen, so that would include the booster shot. We're going to order parenting classes. Once you complete the parenting classes, the remainder of the community service hours will be waived. I think you need that if at some point in time, I will allow you to babysit your grandchildren, but that's not going to happen today. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. So what that means is your children cannot say, oh, I'm just going to run here. Let me let you watch the baby. You cannot have, you understand?
Yeah, I hardly get to see him.
Well, I mean, there's a reason for that.
No, parents,
Well, here's the thing.
they're in jail.
When people don't allow you to see grandchildren, there's a reason for it. And we have to look internally and find out why. Maybe there's a child protective services case and child protective services saying no visitation. But we need to figure out what we've done.
No, I know.
You know, the reason why we can't see our grandchildren. There's going to be proof of employment within 30 days. There's going to be no employment as a home health care provider with minors or cleaning homes. I can't have you cleaning homes until or being put in any type of fiduciary duties, and your attorney will explain to you what I mean by that, until I know for sure that you're clean and sober. You understand? There's going to be intensive outpatient treatment with probation. We're going to do the UA hotline until further notice. Field visits 2 times per month, random. Ms. Lehman, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, so here's the other.
This sentencing is actually more strategic than it might seem at first glance. The judge is giving her a massive opportunities and years in prison. Suspended, meaning she avoids immediate incarceration, but with strict probation conditions. That includes drug testing, employment restrictions, parenting classes, and supervised contact with minors. These aren't random, they're targeted interventions based on risk factors the court sees. The restriction on cleaning homes and caregiving, that's about trust and access. The court is essentially saying, prove stability before we give you responsibility. It's a structured second chance, but one with zero room for error. And here's the bigger picture. Do you think these conditions are fair rehabilitation? Or setting her up to fail?
When I say you're not to work as a home healthcare provider, that means if you're taking care of your mom, you're not allowed to get funding from the government to do that. You understand?
Yeah.
All right. All right, good luck to you. Probation will both
Thank you.
conditions with you. Calling 2022 CR 2519, State versus Leanne Lehman. Can I have the parties announced?
Lauren Espinoza for the state. Joanne Nickel for this, leader.
Are you Miss Leanne Lima? Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Leanne Lehman who's placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 2519 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 40 to 200 grams on May 17, 2022 for a term of 5 years? Is that you? All right, state.
Violated condition number 2, on or about the 30th day of June 2022 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Leanne Lehman, did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the court officer, supervision officer, or a duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Violated condition number 4, in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Leanne Lehman, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of October, November, and December 2022 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that?
Yes.
True or not true?
State will waive all others at this time.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No objection, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violations 2 and 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 7 years in the prison and up to a $1,500 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violations 2 and 4?
Ma'am.
Court will find violations 2 and 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, the proposed agreement is to grant state's motion to revoke sentence to 7 years prison and run this case concurrent with the Kerr County B 20527.
That's correct.
All right. Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Ma'am.
All right. The court will follow your agreement. As previously stated, the court is finding 2 and 4 true. The court will revoke you, sentence you to 7 years in the prison. This will run concurrent with BL 0527. Give you credit for any time served.
Judge, can I correct that clause number?
Yes.
It's B 20
Okay. So B20.
527.
All right. It'll run concurrent with B20527. All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yeah.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yeah.
All right. We can go off the record. So what happened? Why couldn't you successfully complete this?
Since I live in Bandera and I couldn't have a way down. I didn't have my driver's license and just I
Did you-
didn't have a car and just in that little.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
In the years that you've been missing, did you own a phone?
Years I've been missing. I've been in prison.
I mean, but before that, did you have a phone to call somebody
Yes, I know.
and see probation?
Speaking mistakes.
Yeah, you're gonna have to start making changes, all right?
I am. Please.
All right.
And just like that, the second chance is gone. After being granted probation instead of prison, the defendant violates key conditions, failing drug tests and not reporting to her probation officer. In legal terms, that's a direct breach of court trust. Once she pleads true to those violations, the judge has full authority to revoke probation hand. That's exactly what happens. The original 7-year sentence, now it's real. This case is a textbook example of how probation isn't freedom, it's a test. And if you don't follow the rules, the consequences come fast and hard. The bigger takeaway, the system can offer opportunities, but it demands accountability in return. So what do you think? Was the court too strict? Or was this outcome inevitable? If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.